Tier 3 headgear? Yes! My first tier 3 headgear officially, outside of, you know, weekly challenges, of course. Alrighty, this should be fun. So I believe what you can do, right? So you can put this on Apocalypse 3, and as long as it's 15 times, you should be good. And I'm going to do what other people do, I think. And a lot of what other people do is they put it on medium. Because as long as you can keep this, you should be good. Oh, I should probably actually, you know, buy the tier 3 headgear before I go trying to do this. I just end up screwing myself over if I don't. That is not what we want to do. No, it is not. Alright, here we go. No preparation. We're going right into it. Well, let's do it. One of my least favorite maps in the entire game. We're doing it on Apocalypse 3. So I think I am going to do this. So ghost events. I kind of want it to do a ghost event, but I don't know if we want that. Crucifix, we probably don't want that. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a bad one. I'm going to say that's a bad one. Kill the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone. Cleanse the area. Firelight. It would have been great without the firelight one. I mean, we could take a firelight. That's kind of what the tier 3 headgear is for. I don't know. I don't like that one. 3 times the charm. EMF, incense. That's literally the, I think that might be the worst one. Firelight, crucifix. Okay, buddy, do you just hate me? I'm not even gonna go over there at this point. Brother, firelight again. It has capture a photo of the ghost too, though. I'm just gonna roll with it this time. We definitely want this. So what I'm gonna do is we need to have a camera on us. We need to have at least 1 incense. We need to have a camera. Then we'll bring a firelight too. We'll come back. I think we probably are gonna want to have, like, we're probably gonna want to have a crucifix in the room once we find the room. But I think we could wait for that. I've got this all just out of sorts. Should be hunting immediately, unless it doesn't want to hunt immediately. Just a shade. Seems kind of normal. I don't hear it. I don't hear it at all. Okay, finally done. Well, it shouldn't be anywhere nearby. I think it hunted pretty quick again. It took so long the first time, it was almost making me think it was a shade. But then this one seemed like it hunted pretty quick after the last hunt. Which makes me think it might be a demon. Still hunting. There we go. I wish there was a light switch down here. Light switch would be awesome to have down here. This is an available hiding place if we can make it to it. If we end up needing it. Okay, that's supposed to be a bookshelf there. There's no bookshelf there, so the books are just floating. It's most likely not a Dio. Because a Dio would have found us by now. That one's taking a long time to hunt, though. Interesting. Maybe it's just a mimic. Still don't hear it, so I'm guessing it's not on this side. I'm probably just gonna end up using like that broken like loop spot or something. I've seen like a bunch of tricks on this map. It's actually wild. There's like a loop spot that's like on the right side upstairs, and then there's like a spot I saw someone go into, actually pretty much really close to that loop spot, where they literally were able to walk onto a part where the ghost couldn't reach them, and it would like just stand like really close to them, not be able to actually kill them, which is wild. It's apparently hunting right now, but I don't hear it before I get jump scared by a myling. But that spot that he went into is one of these rooms, but I don't even know if it'd be possible to do it during Apocalypse because you're so slow. Yeah, it was in here. Like, he just walked up here. You might have to be able to sprint to do it. I don't even know how he does it. Something like that. You see how slow I was able to get into this? Like, is this any... I feel like this is useless. It's so hard to get into without sprinting. We'll talk about something that's practically useless is this ghost. Timing. It's kind of creepy. I still hear absolutely nothing. Gotta be like in the back of the map then, right? You know, Haunted would be pretty easy to figure out in this, because you can't have the breaker on, so it'd always be showing cold breath pretty much, and it would always be cold. Holy fucking shit. It wasn't a Dio. It didn't slow down at all. I probably should have did tier 2 incense. So did it come from downstairs? Like, I'm confused where that came from. It took a long time to get to me. But it also seemed like it knew exactly where I was. But I feel like I would have been dead by now. So it's probably just like a Thay or a Moroi. I don't know the speed differences between a maxed out speed Thay versus a maxed out speed Moroi. Because obviously I haven't been near the Thay at all. So the Thay would be full speed basically. But Moroi is also full speed. I would say it's not a Dio because it didn't slow down at all. It would have been extremely slow. It didn't seem like it was extremely slow. So don't hunt me. That was terrifying. I mean, technically it could have been a Hantu, but I don't know if it's fast enough to be a Hantu. We know a lot of things it's not. Not a spirit, not a wraith, not a phantom, not a poltergeist, not a banshee, not a djinn, not a mirror, not a revenant, not a shade, not a demon. Unless it's a mimic. Mimic's possible. Not a Yuri, not a Oni, not a yokai, not a Goryo, not a Myling, not a twins. Raiju's possible, actually. Maybe it was a Raiju. Not a Obake, not Onryo. Because obviously I had my thing on the whole time. So I would say it's probably going to be Raiju, Morwar, or Thay. I'm a little terrified by it being such a fast ghost. But even though it's a fast ghost, I feel like my chances might be pretty good here. At least as far as surviving. Maybe not so much taking a photo. I really should have left my photo camera behind, actually. That would have been useful. Because now I gotta go all the way back with just one incense. I could have had 2 incense, really. Imagine if it was a wraith and it just teleported to you in Hunting. I was thinking it was in the back of the map, but it couldn't be in the back of the map if it managed to get to me to those stairs. Because that would mean it would have to gone all the way over here, down the stairs, all the way through, and then up these stairs, which wouldn't make any sense. I'm gonna leave this behind. Might even leave this behind. Some extra light. Not that it's helping me like at all. It's not a Raiju. You're crawling now? Did you get slower? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. It's so hard to see while it's crawling. Damn, I was gonna take a picture of you, asshole. It's gotta be in the basement then, right? It's definitely not a Dio. So I would say it's not a Raiju because there was no technology on. Unless the photo camera counts, but I doubt it. So it's not a Raiju. Definitely not a Dio. But I feel like it's a more... I honestly feel like it is a Thay. Unless it ends up surprising me and being a mimic. Which I wouldn't rule it out. Let's be real here. I'm thinking it's Thay. Just based off... It seemed like it was like... It seemed slightly slower. I just realized it's max ghost speed. But even with max ghost speed, like, that is definitely faster than max ghost speed. I mean, a Revenant would also be insanely fast because it's constantly seeing me. This is the most confusing ghost I think it could have given me. I'm already down in 2 incenses. I really didn't need that incense. At least we've got that objective done. I would bring in a crucifix, but I don't even know where the ghost is. I don't even have the first idea. I feel like it's definitely in the lower part of that spot where the loop spot is. I feel like that loop spot is actually the best, like, bet. You know what I mean? I feel like there's just nothing better than that loop spot because it has to go so far around, even at max ghost speed, even at faster than max ghost speed, which is what it seems to be. It's still having to go so far that I have so much time, especially with being as slow as you are. Like that loop spot and stuff like that is like the only chance you have of beating this. There's probably not been a single soul to ever beat Gold Apocalypse without using one of those loop spots. I could be crazy, I could be wrong, but it definitely seemed like it was one speed. Really like the fastest speed, which it may not even be the fastest speed. Like I don't really like I'm not an expert on ghost speeds in this game. It definitely seems slightly slower than the first loop that I did. That's all I'm saying. It seems slightly slower than the first loop. I'm gonna put some salt around here. This will slow the ghost down and give me an extra opportunity to potentially figure out what the ghost is. It's already back. It seems like it's back to the other speed. Right? It seemed like it was back to the other speed. It blew out the firelight. I didn't get the ghost photo? That's impossible. We're already back. Yeah, I definitely caught it. I can see it. Maybe it's a Moroi then. It's just going back and forth. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Trolling the ghost, trolling the ghost. Yes, sir. There's no way I didn't get it right. Yeah. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter the stars. The stars don't matter as long as you get the photo. Maybe it is a Hantu. Do Morrowies speed up on line of sight? This one's not speeding up on line of sight, I don't think. It's been like a very consistent speed. So maybe it's a Hantu. Because I was getting cold breath over there. I'm pretty sure it's cold everywhere. Watch me end up being wrong and this is the normal speed ghost. It doesn't sound like a normal speed ghost. It definitely sounds faster than max speed. Yeah, I feel like a max speed ghost should not be that fast. I don't know, man. I don't want to get the ghost wrong, man. I'm so worried about getting the ghost wrong because it's like the most perfect. Like, imagine I get this right. First time doing it. It's not technically it's not my first time doing it. I have done it off stream before. Just, this is my first time properly giving it a go, you know, because I never had tier 3 headgear. I don't want to get this wrong. It's not aging, so I don't think it's a Thay. It's not changing, so I don't think it's a Mimic, which leaves more weight in a Hantu. But I haven't seen Cold Breath, which makes me think it's not a Hantu. At least I don't think I've seen Cold Breath. I don't recall seeing Cold Breath. You know, here's the thing. This says Morrowies do have line of sight speed. Assuming it is one of the two, it's either a Hantu that I just haven't seen Cold Breath on, or it's a Morrowies. I don't know. Because the Morrowies, I don't seem like it didn't seem like it was getting faster. It was very consistent speed. I'm just gonna say Hantu. I'm a little worried about this, but I'm gonna say Hantu. Please be Hantu. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not like just extremely wrong here. Oh yes!
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh my god, dude! Overthinking is not always a curse, guys. It's not always a curse. Sometimes it works out in your favor. Oh my god. There's just so many fucking things just firing off in my brain. I'm like, it can't be that, it can't be that, it can't be that. That might have been one of the hardest ones to figure out, and I figured it out. I'm impressed with myself and my own abilities to play this game right now. Like, literally, dude, the only difference here is a Morrowies would have line of sight speed. Hantu would be cold breath. Never saw the cold breath personally, but it should have had cold breath, but I just never saw it. And then you got Dio. Dio is kind of obvious because Dio would be extremely fast and it would come to you. It would know where you are at all times. And it would slow down really, really, really slow once it gets close to you. Which obviously it didn't do that. Thay, it could have been Thay, but it just didn't get any slower at all. So consistent speed. And then twins would be sometimes slower, sometimes slightly slower, sometimes slightly faster. But all of those ghosts could so easily have been confused. I knew for a fact, like one of the main things that like pretty much every experienced player knows in this game is Hantus do not have line of sight speed changes, which means their speed is consistent, and it was always consistent. It never sped up or slowed down in any way. Oh my god. That's awesome. I just want to see some stats though. Time in ghost room, 3 minutes. Total time investigating, 25 minutes. Probably 25 minutes is pretty good for Gold Apocalypse. Let's be real here. Interactions 474. Never change favorite rooms, which I don't actually think it can change favorite room. That was 11 hunts? I counted like 5 or 6. How did it, what? How did it hunt 11 times? Well, damn. Is that a bug? It showed I got the silver trophy, but where's the silver trophy? It ain't here. Devs, where's my silver trophy? Look, I even got the badge and everything. I'm assuming it's just a glitch. Like if I do this, can you see it here? Yeah, there you go. It was just glitched. Technically, I guess you could say it's kind of lying to say that it was my first time. It wasn't my first time. I would say, I don't know how many, I don't actually know how many times I tried this before. I tried it like less than 5 times, and that was without tier 3 headgear, or I barely had any tier 3 items at all when I tried it before. So, and those weren't even official attempts. Like I was just kind of messing around. I think I even did some bronze ones a few times or something. But like my first official Apocalypse Gold run, and I just fucking knocked it out in 25 minutes perfectly. I wasn't even expecting to beat it, and I definitely wasn't expecting to beat it on my first official run, so I'm pretty impressed with myself. What do I even do now? What do I even do now? I'm already done with that, man. How many achievements do I have left? I know I haven't done the tutorial yet still, which is funny because I actually have done the tutorial. I just haven't done the tutorial since they added the achievement for it. So I still have that there. Lock all, pretty much just all tier 3 stuff and prestiges. Complete the weekly challenge mode 10 times. I mean, I'm doing the weekly challenges every week. I'm gonna get that eventually. That one's easy. I don't even know what this hidden achievement is. I'm assuming it's the demon one. There's a demon achievement where you like have to die to a demon early hunt, like within a minute of the ghost hunt, like, or technically it's not within the minute. I don't think it's within a minute of you opening the door, entering the house. Because when you enter the house is when the hunt actually technically starts. A lot of these achievements I'm going to end up doing in the long run if I play it enough. Like the prestige ones. The prestige ones I'll get in the long run. But now, to be honest, I'm not even, now that I've got Gold Apocalypse done, I'm a lot less worried about it. Because like that was the main reason I wanted tier 3 items, and the main reason I wanted to keep my tier 3 items was so I could get the Gold Apocalypse challenge done. I just wasn't expecting to get it done immediately. First try. I think the demon is probably going to end up being the last one I end up getting done, because that's just fucking raw chance. Like, let's be real here. That is raw chance. The odds of it happening are just so low. You have to literally have the most perfect investigation of all time, because you have to actually get a demon. And how many ghosts are there? Like 12? There's 24 ghosts. So it's a 1 in 24 ghosts. Or you can have a mimic. I wonder if you can get it off a mimic. If a mimic, I mean, I feel like a mimic would be even rarer than a demon, right? If you can get, I would assume you can get out of a mimic. It would just be like the rarest thing in the entire fucking game to get it off of a mimic. Like, let's be real here, because it would have a 1 in 23 chance of being a demon, and then an even lower chance of it being a demon first. You know what I mean? And then you also have the demon. It's not a 100% chance to use its ability immediately. Like, it has to be a demon immediately. It has to do its ability immediately. The moment you open the door, it has to hunt. And then you actually have to get killed within a minute of it hunting, I believe, or something like that. It's a really, really, like, just complicated achievement to get.